So we're often told to focus, but does anyone ever actually teach us how to focus? When we lose focus, it's often because our dopamine levels dip. And what we want to do is we want to do an activity that boosts our dopamine. And that's often through activities that are maybe a little challenging or new or novel. And so I'm going to share one activity today. And dopamine, when we're really focusing on something, usually about 25 minutes is the limit for our span of attention. And at that point, it starts to dip. So every 25 minutes, it's not a bad idea to stand, to stretch, to move as a way to reboost that dopamine. Today, I'm going to share an activity that's maybe new to you, maybe a little challenging to you. It requires balancing, and it's called the figure 4 pigeon. So we're going to start. Heidi is going to show you how you can do it sitting in a chair in case you're having ankle issues or for whatever reason. So you can do a chair sitting version or you can do a standing. The beauty of the chair sitting version is you can do this at a library, for example, and no one's even going to probably notice that you're doing it. So you can kind of do some of these things in a very quiet, unobtrusive fashion. All right, so let's start just by standing and taking a nice, slow, light breath, because balance requires groundedness. And then you're going to very slowly shift your weight into one foot. And you're going to just test out the waters, raise the other foot an inch or so off the ground. How does that feel? Get your body used to this idea that it's going to engage in a balancing activity. So we're going to make transitions slowly in these classes and trying to get that ankle over the knee as that knee slightly bends and bringing the hand to the heart. Now, depending on how this feels for you, is this your bus stop? Are you getting off here? Are you going to hold here? Or are you wanting to bend that standing knee a little more and hinge at the hips, not the waist, but the hips a little more? I like my hands at my heart pushing into each other. Now, if you fall out of this, that's all part of the process. Just feel good that you challenged yourself and you're strengthening those muscles around the ankle joint. It's all good. You're also kind of opening up this hip, getting a stretch to the side of the body. So enjoying that perhaps. And then I find slowing down the breath helps. I find staring at a non-moving object helps. And if you're feeling super zesty today, you might want to bend your knee more. You might want to rest your elbow on your knee. My bus stop is here. You find your own bus stop. The next challenge is to come out of it as slowly as you came into it, because we tend to rush our movements. Coming to the top and doing a little bit of a shake. How does that side feel compared to the other side? You're opening up this hip, you were strengthening this leg. How did that all land? We're going to do the other side and compare. So let's just go back into our standing mountain pose for a breath, getting grounded, pressing the reset button. I notice my heart's beating a little faster after all that efforting. So when the heart kind of settles back down, breathing in and out through my nose, slow, low, and light. And then finding the spot you're going to stare at. So I find focus is so important for balancing. So I have my spot, picked it out. Okay, I'm putting my focus on that spot. I'm shifting my weight into the other leg. I'm going to slowly bring my hands to the heart. As my other leg comes, the ankle resting over the knee. So the standing knee is bent. I'm going to start to hinge at the hips. Notice that I'm not rounding my back. I'm keeping that spine elongated. You decide how much does that standing knee want to bend. How deep do you want to go into this pose? really respecting the needs of your body, right? And your range of mobility. This is an extreme hip opener. So how does that feel to your hip on this side? Practicing good posture here, pulling those shoulder blades closer together. Focusing on the spot you chose as your focal point. Breathing low, slow, and light. And then seeing if you can come out of it as slowly as you came in. Ooh, and settling back into mountain. Feeling the feels. How does your body feel? How's your focus? Were you focused the whole time, or was your mind wandering a lot, or did you feel like I was really present for that activity? So this can be a nice little break for you. Takes 5 minutes, and then you can go back to the activity of studying for your test or preparing for your presentation or whatever that you've been working on and concentrating hard on. So just like the body needs a break, the mind needs a break also.